Did you know, for example, a new report claims 99% of fish could be wiped out in a mass extinction? On the plus side, that will make it much easier to find Nemo. Incredibly, a quarter of the human brain is used just to control the eyes. Don't look at the cleavage, don't look at the cleavage, don't look at the cleavage, don't look at the cleavage. Wow, what a cleavage. And you're back in the room. And in the UK, 61% of adults are now clinically obese. The problem is so bad that the minimum requirement to get on Embarrassing Bodies Now is 25 stone, 2 fannies and hairy teeth. You would make it. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. John's team, you ought to go first. What do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
Well, one of the things that's affecting my world is all the sadness of all the high street shops closing. So I think that's probably one of the things. So Habitat going and Thornton's going and Jane Norman and all these shops, and it's very depressing. It's sad. And I used to work at Habitat.
You used to work at Habitat?
I used to sell sofas at Habitat.
Did you?
Not very well, clearly.
It's gone downhill because I left. So all these shops are closing down, and it's very sad, other than the bitch that used to be my manager at Habitat who's now been sacked. Yes! Look at me now, bollocks.
What if she's fat?
Sorry?
What if she's fat? And then you said, oh, look at me now, you should need to go and help her.
I think I'm a stylist, not a magician. She was a bitch.
Oh, no, you're dead!
You come on 8 out of 10 cuts just to slam an unemployed pensioner.
Good on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, by the way, if you're watching... I'm going to kill your cats.
What are you doing? What is it? Oh, like,
Doxing.
haters.
3 clicks.
You do that one?
You look a little bit special at the best of times. Let's get back to the high street. So the other ones have gone out of business. So Thornton's have gone out of business. Habitat have gone, as we said. Comet have gone. Carpet Right have gone. So Carpet Right are actually going to have a closing down sale because they've cried wolf quite a few times with the "we're having a sale." No, really, this is a good sale. But this time they mean it.
Carpet Right's one of those things. You just can't sell carpet because it's your brain just can't cope with seeing carpet like on the wall and in a book.
They should have carpet shoes, shouldn't they? So it's like a shoe. Put your foot into a piece of carpet and it fits like a shoe. Then you walk around. And you look down and you go, that's what it would look like, wouldn't it? What do you think about that idea, Carpet Right? Is it too late?
Rebranding is the way to go. Like Mothercare's another one that's in trouble, and you just got to get another market in there. So you put like a tap of beer in there, and you just call it like MILFs Are Us.
Do you do much shopping on the high street?
Well, I don't shop in Thornton's because I don't eat chocolate. So...
doesn't matter, that's gone. It's 140 shops and 20,000 jobs, but yeah, don't worry about that. I don't think that one matters as much because you're not affected.
No, I used to love Jane Norman. I can't believe that's closing down.
Jane Norman, I couldn't get my tits in those clothes, so I'm quite glad it's shutting.
You've got a high street shop, haven't you, Amy?
My friend does. She's on the show, The Only Way is Essex.
The Only Way is Essex?
Yeah.
I wanted to mention that, actually. It's not the only way, there's a better way. But you own a tallying salon, don't you?
I do vajazzles. Basically, for the show, I do vajazzles, and they come in and tell me all their life stories. Why don't you come down? Why don't you have a vajazzle?
Why don't I come down? Because I don't have a vagina. Is it called a pajazzle when a boy has it? This is when you put the... Oh, surely you should call it glitter balls.
I don't do that.
What's a vajazzle?
They take a twinkle cave.
Twinkle cave.
And they decorate around the top of the twinkle cave with a few little shiny things, Sean. It's delightful.
And it's called Vajazzle.
What? No, I don't understand. They decorate it?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Why?
You know, because sometimes when you look at one, you go, oh, it's a bit dull, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you see what you can do? You can do them at home. I'm sure yours are much better, but you can do it at home where you just put a bit of, like, Pritt stick on. A bit of glitter on, but you always have to do it over, like, a bit of newspaper so you can get back into the thing, because it's expensive.
Could you do it with, like, could you use dried pasta and stuff and lentils as well?
Have you ever seen, Amy, have you ever seen, because you're on The Only Way is Essex, have you ever seen Geordie Shore?
I've not watched it yet.
Have you not seen it?
No,
you know
I've not
Sarah's
watched
like
it.
the big star in it. She's like... she's sort of like the equivalent of you.
I can't believe I've not watched it yet.
It's horrific, don't watch it.
Imagine if someone from Essex and someone from Newcastle mated.
Make a scouser.
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see whether the High Street is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, this is the news that several high street stores face closure. Clinton Cards is in trouble, so I popped into Hallmark to get them a sorry you're closing card. Sean, what else do you think is in our top three?
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury?
Yeah.
Right, what have they been saying?
Beyonce at Glastonbury. It was all over Twitter.
What, did you see it? Did you like it?
No, I didn't go.
You didn't go?
But everyone was talking about it. It was all over Twitter, everything.
Have you ever been to a festival?
I've been to V Festival.
Was it
Yeah,
good?
I was supposed to camp for 3 days, but I lasted a night. So I didn't go Glastonbury.
I dream of lasting a night.
I'm not sure we're talking about the same thing. Have you ever been to Glastonbury, Sean?
Yeah, I stopped going, though, because I did the maths one year, and mathematically, Glastonbury doesn't make sense. Because there's 137,000 people, and I think there's 3,200 toilets, which means it's 42 people per toilet. Doesn't sound that bad, but if you had 42 people staying at your house, one toilet, and they're all vegetarians, and you're number 38... Basically, the Glastonbury is the Somme with Biffy Clyro playing, isn't it?
Doc, did you go to Glastonbury? Did you watch any of Glastonbury?
No, do you know what? The whole festival thing... I mean, well, number one, I don't like nature, full stop. I like concrete, I like shops. But I went to one festival once, and actually, it was V Festival as well, and I think I lasted about 2 hours and then just had to go. I couldn't bear it. It was dirty, it was sweaty, everyone stunk, there was no shops, I couldn't use my credit card, couldn't use my hairdryer. It was awful, hated everything.
You brought a hairdryer?
I took my hairdryer, hoping to plug it in somewhere, but hated it and just left.
Isn't it a farm the rest of the year? So is there, like, some kind of exchange programme? So if your friend, you know, goes to Glastonbury, you have to have a cow at their house. Is that how... What happens to the animals the rest of the time?
What happens to the animals? They go on holiday.
Oh. Do they?
Yeah, to a big sort of shed thing with loads of spinning knives.